My name is Mallory Paulino from Stay at Home Mallorie. I post all kinds of homemaking and cleaning content, and today's video is a huge disaster clean with me and possibly an Easter undecorate with me. I'm not sure yet. Today is the day after Easter, so I am thinking of taking those decorations down if we have time today. It's already really late in the day. I should have started earlier, but it's been a heck of a day. We've got markers on the walls, we've got nail polish on clothes and everything. So we're getting a late start to the day, but the plan is for it to be a clean with me and undecorate with me. I'm going to show you a quick once over of the house because it is destroyed. So I'm going to give you a before so you can truly appreciate all the effort I'm about to put into this house. So of course I'm standing in the bedroom and there is stuff all over the floors. Go out into the hall. Oh, it's actually pretty clean. The bathroom is covered in laundry. The kids' room, they drug everything out of their dresser here. They drug all the clothes out. Shoes too, made a huge mess in here. And in the living room, we've got stuff everywhere. It's the day after Easter, like I mentioned earlier, so we've got Easter mess everywhere. We had a long weekend, a lazy weekend, so no cleaning got done, very obviously. And I wish you could smell what the house smells like right now, because the kids also got into our garlic salt yesterday when we were grilling burgers and poured garlic salt all over the counters. So our house smells like garlic also. It smells great. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into it. We're going to clean our hearts out today, so this should give you tons of cleaning motivation. I really hope you enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you would like to see more. The first thing we're going to be starting with today is back in the master bedroom. I'm gonna go through and pick everything up, and then we're gonna wipe down some of the surfaces in here. By this point, I was already just about sweating, so as soon as I'm done changing this bed, I'm gonna go change clothes real quick into something a little bit cooler, and then we're gonna start wiping down all the surfaces in here. And of course the kids wanted their turn to help out, so I let them help me wipe down the nightstand. Since my husband's desk had cords and electronic stuff everywhere, I'm just going to do a quick wipe down, and I'm not going to like spray anything on it, but there was still a little bit left on the cloth anyways. And then I'm going to move over to the dresser and wipe that down. Now I'm going to wipe down my mirror because it had orange juice all over the bottom of it and fingerprints all over the mirror. It had some eyeliner on it and it was just a big mess. So we're going to wipe that down real quick and then we're going to move into the bathroom. First, I'm going to wipe down the countertop and the sink in here, and then I'm going to wipe down the toilet. And I had just done a very deep clean of the bathrooms about a week ago, so I'm just going to do a quick wipe down today. I was trying to figure out how to take the little drain plug piece, whatever it's called, out so I can clean that, because I'm sure that needs a good cleaning. But I couldn't figure out how to get this one out, and I couldn't figure out how to get the other one out either. So we're just going to skip those for today. So now I'm going to move on to cleaning the toilet, and if cleaning toilets grosses you out, you might want to skip ahead about a minute or so. These little Clorox ones are nice because you can just throw the brush head in the trash because it's disposable, and you don't have to worry about having a gross toilet brush sitting next to your toilet all the time. But I'm still going to rinse off the end of the wand itself, just because sometimes it kind of gets splashed when you're cleaning the toilet, which is gross. So I'm going to rinse that off real quick, and then we're going to move on. This is almost all dirty laundry and a few of the kids' toys, so we're going to push it down the hall and get it out into the main living area so we can kind of sort through all of that at the same time. And then we're going to go into the bathroom and take out all of that dirty laundry in the floor and go put it in that same pile too. I'm going to refill our little floss container that we keep out on the shelf, and then we're going to wipe down this sink and then move on to the toilet again. And like I said a few minutes ago, I couldn't figure out how to get this little drain piece out either, but I know this one needs to be cleaned out really bad, so that's definitely a very soon project that I need to get done. And again, if cleaning toilets grosses you out, go ahead and skip ahead 1 minute and we will work on the tub drain, which was really gross too. We got this little tub drain thing to catch hair off of Amazon, and it was really gross. So we're going to scrub that out, and we had just got new toothbrushes, so we're going to use one of those old toothbrushes to scrub that clean real quick. And then the after, it's so much shinier than I thought it could be, so it's really satisfying. Now we're going to clean up the kids' room, which, like I mentioned earlier, they got into their dresser and pulled out every single piece of clothing pretty much because they like to play dress up in here. So I'm going to speed through this really quickly because it took so long to get all this picked up. So we're going to fly through this, and then we're going to move on to picking up all the bows that they also got out. Now we're going to pick all these bows up and put them back on the little bow organizer. The kids always like pull them off of it, and they've actually broken several bows doing that. Now we're going to tidy up the closet a little bit. We're going to put the shoes back on the shoe rack, and the rest of this stuff needs to be gone through and decluttered and organized. So we're just going to kind of stuff it back in the closet for now, but we're going to get those shoes put back up and then we'll move on. Now I'm going to pick up in the living room, and most of it I'm going to toss over into the kitchen, into that giant pile of stuff that's accumulating, and I'm going to go through all of that at once, and it turns out to be mostly trash and dirty clothes, a little bit of toys. So we're going to get all the stuff from the living room into that pile in the kitchen, and then we're going to go through that. Now, this pile of stuff that has been accumulating in here has turned into a giant mountain. So I'm going to go through that, and like I said a minute ago, it's mostly laundry and trash and a few toys. So we're going to toss the toys into the playroom, put the trash in the trash bag, put the laundry in the laundry bin, and I'm going to speed through this really quick because it took me so long to do this. Now we are going to work on cleaning up this rest of the stuff that's like on the table and counters and a few more things in the floor. And believe it or not, my husband had actually cleaned up a lot of the mess that was in here while I was working on the bedrooms and bathrooms, so it's not near as bad as it was earlier, which is kind of hard to believe. I just wanted to mention here that I am so close to 200 subscribers. I think we're around 10 away from 200 now, which is so exciting. Thank you guys so much for all your support, because every view and like and comment helps boost my videos and helps boost my channel and gets it out there for other people to see, and it's really exciting seeing it grow. So thank you so much for all your support, and don't forget to like this and share it with anyone else who you think might enjoy it too. Now we're going to move on to getting all these dirty dishes loaded up into the dishwasher, and thankfully we had some of those Easter paper plates and napkins that you probably saw in my Easter basket video. Thankfully we had those because it helped keep the dishes from piling up too bad, because we use those for all 3 meals on Easter. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get all of this loaded up, and then we have some things we need to hand wash afterwards. Now I'm going to clean out this side of the sink, that way I have somewhere clean to set the dishes, and I'm just going to leave them to dry overnight, because it was already pretty late in the evening at this point, and so I'm just going to let them sit overnight, and I will put those away tomorrow.
Now I'm going to move over and clean off our griddle that we had made breakfast on. Clearly we had made some bacon on it because it is covered in grease from it, and I'm just going to try and wipe off as much grease with paper towels as I can because I didn't want to wash the grease down the drain and clog that up, but eventually I wind up giving up because, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, it was pretty late at this point and I was already really tired, so I wiped off as much grease as possible, and I'll go in tomorrow and take it apart and really scrub it down really well, I promise. But now we're going to move on to scrubbing down the counters, and this counter over here is where the kids had poured all that garlic salt that I mentioned earlier, so that's why I had to put some elbow grease into cleaning this counter off. So that's going to be it for today's video. We didn't get quite as much done as I was hoping to. I was hoping to get the playroom cleaned up, the rest of the laundry done, and the floors cleaned, but thankfully, like you probably saw earlier, my husband swept up in the kitchen, which was the worst of the floors. But we're gonna call it a night here because it was already past the kids' bedtime by now, and I was super tired. So that's going to be it for today's video. Like I said a minute ago, thank you so much for almost 200 subscribers. I really hope this gave you all the cleaning motivation you needed. If it did, don't forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye!